And good evening, I'm Paula Toti.
And I'm Kylan Skeep. Search crews spend the day in Franklin County looking for a woman who was caught in a flash flood.
Carol Jackson's body was located a short time ago. This is her picture on the Batesville Christian Church Facebook page. Local 12's Christian Hauser has been in Franklin County all day, and he joins us live with an update on this developing story. Christian.
Very tragic and sad news here. Just a short time ago, the sheriff says that Carol Jackson was on her way to way home from a church retreat when she ran into this high water, and unfortunately she got swept away and did not make it. Now, he was telling us just a short time ago that he says it's way too early to know just what happened here, but I'm going to run through what we do know. He says that the family, though, that they're relieved that they did find the body, because they were worried about that. But last night her husband got a call from her around 6:30 saying that her car was taking on water. An emergency crews rushed out, but they were not able to find her that night just because it was so dark, the high water, all that stuff. Crews did come back out today, but they found her car a little bit downstream, but Carol was not in it. Volunteers, rescue crews, they all worked the banks. The state police even brought out its helicopter to try and find her. Several hours later, this happened around 3:30, they found her nearly 2 miles downstream.
There was a call to Franklin County Dispatcher's office. The call was from a husband. His wife had called him and said that my vehicle's taking on water and that it's beginning to be pushed away off the roadway from the road into Pipes Creek. She wasn't sure where she was at. There was some local agencies that came out to respond. They weren't sure what they were looking for. It was dark. The water was very high, so that search was called off about 10 o'clock last night. The search resumed this morning.
Now, there are high water signs in the area, and if you can imagine this is actually just a slab of concrete, if you can kind of look at my hand, that actually has water going over it a little bit, just a trickle at some times, but when heavy rains come down, this valley just channels all of this water into that area, and it can easily spread over top of the fields. And it took these guys more than 6 hours to find her after starting in daylight this morning. They came back here around 9 o'clock, ended up finding her about 3:30. And they tell me that when they found her car, it was in about 8 or 9 feet of water, and that's today when they found it. This isn't last night, so you can imagine just how much higher that water would have been when they when she was involved in it last night. But again, the family is relieved to at least have the body back and to be able to give her a proper burial. Live in Oldenburg, Christian Hauser, Local 12 News.
What a heartbreaking story, though. Thank you, Christian. The sheriff says he is going to have the county commission look at whether something more needs to be done to make that road a little safer.